Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what will happen with the situation that you have in mind. And to do this reading we are going to be using this natural deck today, photographs of nature, to pick our three piles. So I see this one out, I see that one out, and let's go again. There. And pile number 3. Right. So I'm thinking here, should I just leave it upside down and you can pick by season? Or should I turn it the other way? I think I'm just going to keep it as a surprise. And this way in your pile you can see what card it is. So the way this works is it has on the cover the different seasons of the year, and then you have the pictures, the beautiful natural pictures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it as a surprise on what we find in the card, and this way you can pick by season. You have the autumn season, the winter season, and you do have the spring season. If you prefer to pick by crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the beautiful bloodstone point. For pile number 2, you have the beautiful Sodalite point. And for pile number 3, you have the beautiful rose quartz point. And this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and this or these will be the pile or piles for you here today. And as I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, do trust your intuition. It will always guide you and lead you to the right readings. Sometimes you'll even find, as the person receiving your message, how these different piles work together perfectly for you, and only you will know how they are working well together. So trust your intuition, whether you're just drawn to one, several, or all. It is really all up to how you feel about it. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. If you prefer to pick by zodiac signs, this next section is especially for you. But if you don't like to pick with zodiac signs, you feel like it distracts maybe from you picking your piles intuitively, in that case, please pause the video, take as much time as you need, and I will see you in your reading. But as I mentioned, if you do prefer to pick with zodiac signs, this next section is specifically for you guys. So what I do is I shuffle 12 zodiac signs really well in this pouch. Woo, sorry. And then I draw 4 zodiac signs for each pile. All right, so let's draw our first 4. I think a lot of them have already been peeping out, so let's take them. For pile number 1, the signs are Aquarius, Libra, Scorpio, and Cancer. For pile number 2, the signs are Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, and Sagittarius. As for pile number 3, the signs are Pisces, Leo, Gemini, and Virgo. So, my dear soul family, these are the star signs for each pile. Please feel free to pick your piles using your sun, moon, and rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. You might find all of them in one pile or distributed amongst 2 or even all of the piles. But if you just want to go by one sign today, I highly recommend you go by your rising. It deals with your outermost world, and so you will find more likely than not that it is the one that will resonate with you the most. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful Bloodstone point, as well as this autumn card, which we will reveal in a moment. But if you picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the zodiac signs for this pile are Aquarius, Libra, Scorpio, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. Do note that at the end of the day, this is a general reading, and there are some details that will really resonate with you, and some others pertain to other people. So please don't worry about it. Do note that you have picked your pile, and the only way to know if this pile resonates with you or not is to listen to the pile itself. Okay, so let's pull out your oracle cards and check them out first before we check out your tarot cards. So your main card is gift. So nice. You have may you receive the gifts that await. Oh, so nice. Okay, let's keep it right there. You also have guardedness. And you can see a beautiful tiny dragon protecting itself through like a nutshell. Okay. You also have the guide, inheritance, correction. And you have the 3rd moon mansion with palace. Really nice. This moon mansion is ruled by Jupiter and Venus between Aries and Taurus. Okay. And you have warrior. Wow, what energy. Right, so these are your oracle cards. The only way we can make sense of what we're seeing and have the picture be put together is through your tarot cards. So let's see what this is all about. And let's ask, what will happen with the situation that you have in mind? What will happen with this situation that you have in mind? As well as this one. Oh, wait, 2. And this one. Right, we're going to trust the process. And we are going to check out what cards you have. A lot of cards for today. You have the Judgment card. And look at these two wearing a mask. Okay, something's being revealed. Maybe part of your reading, whether you know it or not, there was some things that were concealed and maybe be put out in the open. announced or something. You have the Four of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Look at the time melting. Very interesting deck for sure. You have the Five of Wands. Every time I use it, I find more details I haven't seen before. You have the Knight of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. The Two of Cups. My apologies if I sometimes pause just a little. Sometimes I like notice something and I don't want to forget it. Like I try to finish the thought. You have the Ten of Cups. So lovely to have that card ending your reading right there. You finally have, oh, this is open, so we're going to take it. How did this open? I did not notice that. So you have 4 more cards. We'll open them in due time. This one obviously was meant. Oh, of course it was meant. Look at the 2 knights here. A huge offering is happening in this situation. You're going to maybe be offered something. So let's take a look now at your situation. For some of you, this is a situation that's going on at home. Very specific, I know, but I must mention it if I see it, because we do see the dragon shelled inside something, reminding me of a home. This is Mother Nature, home, the palace. So for some of you, this is a difficult situation that you have at home, but not necessarily, of course. Mother Earth, home. If this is not about your home, then this is a situation where you felt very safe in the beginning. Like it was supposed to be in regards or pertaining, I mean, to people or to something that you initially really trusted at first. Like you were sitting comfortable, not expecting anything to happen. And perhaps the thing or the people you have trusted have turned out to be, I'm hearing in my mind, liars. Like someone has lied to you. Something was not honest with you. And look, this person seems to be different than this person. It's like your people turned out to be the ones that fooled you, where others that are different than you, maybe outside the family or outside this company or something, outside the team you trusted or outside your friend group or something, they turned out with the Two of Cups to be the trustworthy ones. So there is this energy that we all go through at some day, where we discover the people that are not with us could be even more loyal to us than the people that are with us. It's something that we have all gone through at some point in our lives. So I understand what you're going through here. It's like there's this idea of being crushed by what you have trusted and finding, or maybe your company or something, and finding that loyalty somewhere else. In all cases, something shook that stability. The 4s are stability. Something shook that stability, that you see someone here sitting in tranquility and peace. Something shook this peace, and it, when you saw it, and when you saw how blatant it was, it really shocked you, it seems. Ten of Wands, 10 of Swords, seems like it got to your heart in such a grand way. It was very heavy to carry. You felt betrayed with the 10 of Swords in the back, hit in the back, betrayed behind your back. And with the time melting, I don't really see it as time, to be honest. I see like big concepts or ideas that you had about life, or you had about the situation, or you had about your future, whatever this is, started melting away from your mind. Like time is one of the basics, you know, we understand in life. Imagine going to another world where time isn't there. What type of shock would that be? So I'm seeing this as the basics that you understood about life or about the situation started melting away. And perhaps that, on top of everything, was one of the biggest sufferings you had to go through within this situation. You've seen a lot of shocking things in this situation you are inquiring about, and it did lead with the Five of Wands to a lot of arguing, a lot of challenges, a lot of going head to head with others. It was pretty brutal, painful. And not only did you have to suffer through this betrayal, but also you at the same time had to like maybe try to get your rights, or had to focus on how to push through and set your boundaries and all of that. It went from feeling so much like home to brutally painful. In the place where you felt safest. So you went from being safe to guardedness, trying to protect yourself. So we read this layer of your cards to understand the situation. I'm now also going to read the cards in terms of what will happen in the situation you have in mind. Is definitely something that we can do. So let me now take a look at your cards together and see how the situation that you have in mind will get fixed. Now, the main card to start with, the first thing I understood, is the gift. That's the main card you were drawn to. We didn't even know what was going to be in the card. So to me, gift, first and foremost, denotes that this situation, although was brutal, surprisingly will turn into a gift. So you wouldn't have had the advantages or the offers maybe we're going to be seeing or whatever, and you weren't going to be as happy as a result. Very hard to hear perhaps now as you're listening to this reading, but there's a gift in this situation. There's a grand shift in this situation, and it wouldn't have happened in the way it's going to happen to you had it not gone down this way. So things are happening the way they are supposed to and meant to happen. So gift denotes that you are, as you can see, may you receive the gifts that await. There is a gift that you're supposed to receive right now in this situation you are inquiring about. And it, you know, this card actually reminds me of the situation that we've just read. It looks like a water, can't remember what it's called, water running down. Waterfall. So it's like a great painful fall, yes, but a waterfall is a symbol of great abundance and prosperity coming ahead. And you do see the ring going ding, 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 reminding me that you will be hearing about news happening. Maybe you'll get a phone call at home or an email at home or something with people standing by your side first and foremost with warrior. Also, you're going to be acknowledged as a force to be reckoned with, for sure, because although you were beaten down, you stood there very strong. And you might get offers. First of all, I'm seeing with the two knights here, for some of you, if this resonates, of course, I don't know what the situation is exactly, but you might be getting with the Knight of Cups some form of apology. So that's the first thing that I'm seeing here. An unexpected apology. With the Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you will be offered something solid. And you can see it here again. So there is the revival. Doesn't this figure look like this figure, right? Do you see that, guys? So I see communication for sure. With the palace on a grand scale, there's maybe group communication or someone communicating in a grand way, because Jupiter is also the planet of expansion. So there's major talks happening, especially with the bell, throat chakra, ding, 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 ding. And there will be a lot of keys, clues being presented that you didn't know about, keys that will unlock the closed rooms, giving access to the whole palace. Meaning, this conversation is not only going to be important because you'll find out a lot of clues about what is going on in this situation, you're being let in on what's going on, but also your access is somehow, depending on what your situation is, becoming bigger. You're getting bigger access to something. And this is a big deal, because with the Knight of Pentacles, although it seems like a small gesture that this or these people are giving you, but it will lead to you opening up many doors to be able to do many things. So it's not a big deal for this person or these people to give you something, but it is a huge deal for you. What does that mean? If we're gonna take it literal, it's like, you know what? Why don't you take that extra room in the house and turn it into an office, for example? Maybe, so you're thinking, whoa, that extra room into an office is a great thing. I can do my online meetings there. I can do this, I can do that. You can't really turn it into a business, but you know what I mean. I'm just trying to say, through what I'm seeing here, maybe not take the example literal. Let me think of another example. Like, I have a print house. It's okay if you print your marketing material. In my print house, it's gonna cost me really nothing, but it's going to be a great, but for you, it's a great value. So like a huge price off of your budget. Or maybe one of them is going to help you understand a specific subject so well. They're so good at it. It's a piece of cake for them. But for you, it will change your trajectory in terms of the grades that you have at university or something. I'm just trying to translate the energy of how someone is going to be presenting something that may be easy for them to present. Not that it's easy like they're undermining you, but it's what they can do. But for you, this is going to be the key to opening up something big. Like, for example, one of them saying, I have these friends that can help you at least see you. They're having interviews and this is your field. Maybe they'll be interested in meeting you up. Let's see what they think. And they set like an interview or a date for you two together. So that's what I'm seeing here with the situation, how it's going to end up, and that's how it's turning into a gift. You can see you being regarded as a force to be reckoned with, and they can see that, although they can see everything here, although they can see how difficult it was for you here, they understand how brutal this was, what they've done. They are like quite impressed with how you stood your ground. Very impressed on how you stood your ground regardless. They can see you like, they can see with the swords. They can see how each betrayal really hurt you. They know that. They maybe even saw you, your energy go down, or your mental state going down, but nonetheless you were there standing strong like nothing ever happened. So yeah, they can see that both sides. And so it looks like the little dragon here, they can see definitely that you're forced to be reckoned with. There is an apology coming up in this situation, and there's a small offer, small to them, huge to you. That's going on here. Now, there's more here in regard to your situation. Whatever your situation is, there seems to be some form of escape with the Seven of Swords. Maybe you were trying to solve something and now you don't have to solve it anymore because you are escaping in a smart way. Or maybe this offer will help you escape something in a smart way. You're using your mind here with the swords and you are escaping something. This offering will help bring things into balance and will help you escape something. Maybe the situation went out of hand and it became very complicated, and I think you're going to be protected by escaping. I'm also noticing that this figure has a lot of threads, like this figure is being moved. Perhaps this is talking about others letting you in on some information and guiding you on how to escape this difficult situation. Maybe you will find some people that you weren't expecting to help you standing by your side and helping you. In all cases, how will this situation end? You can see here with the Ten of Cups, you're going to be very happy. Maybe even you and someone. But at the end of the day, I do see you winning with the hands being risen to the sky. I see you celebrating your win. I see you out of the situation. Now we can also see your back. Once again, your back has healed, meaning no one is able to hit you behind your back again. You're safe. Also, Ten of Cups is happy family. Maybe you are now surrounded by people you can trust, and you are free to give your back, although you do have the eyes, which means you are still alert, but you no longer see that anyone would want to hit you again in the back. Although I do see you, like I mentioned, you have an open eye this time and you're like alert. Okay, so it looks like a great end to the situation. I see now a lot of harmony going on in this situation as opposed to all the fighting and all the disputes. So there's a lot of harmony. There's a lot of guidance on what to do. And I do see you ending with the situation feeling very happy, like you've won. You're very happy. Ten of Cups, there's harmony between you and the people around you, which is awesome. Okay, so do expect some form of communication with the bell. Also, inheritance and correction could be, first of all, we know the correction is people correcting their actions, some people correcting what they've done, giving you inheritance is something being passed down. In my opinion, in your reading, this is information being passed down that will prove to be very valuable to you. So you still have 4 more cards in regard to your situation. I think these 4 cards are going to be guidance. I could be wrong, we'll find out, but I think they will be. So let's check them out together. You have the Temperance card, test the waters. You have the Ace of Cups. The Strength card, look at the dragon who's grown now, right? All right. And you have the Queen of Cups. The dragon has grown, aka you're being loved, respected, and your strength, power is highly valued. It's really funny here in your reading. When you were trusting, maybe there wasn't a lot of respect, But when you showed your power, there seems to be love and respect. Very interesting thing to see in your reading, actually. Because it's presented as the dragon here. So it's like this situation unleashed your power to these people, and you're highly respected, loved, and held as dear now. So there is a new situation here with the Ace of Cups, at least emotionally, on how you deal with others and how others perceive you. Your guidance is, don't just jump in with the Temperance card. Test the waters. Take time for this connection or these new connections to build, for this new trust to build, because stepping right into it may make you be perceived again as super emotional, you know, going back and forth like hot and cold, hot and cold. And it's very tempting. You see the mouth, the hands here, to offer love as well and to bond right away. You're highly being guided to, although you can see things are getting well and there's a lot of communication of love, of course there should be reciprocity, but don't go from cold to hot just because there was an apology. I do see you being guided to be, of course, graceful with the Queen of Cups. Graceful, emotionally intelligent, and that is through the balance between kindness as well as taking things slow. Don't mimic their energy of going from cold to hot, because although it is a wonderful thing that they have apologized, it's always awesome, but you already saw that there was imbalance in this situation, and so going again to hot may tempt their shadow, perhaps to for them, you may tempt them to deal from their shadow again, because I saw this temptation from the very beginning. I didn't know what it was. Now I understood. I saw the apple on the cat and I thought there was temptation. Someone was tempted to do something. This means that these are people who you generally loved, who were tempted to do something, brought a lot of pain onto you. So it's part of their shadow. They could bring out this shadowy part again. And so you're being guided to warm up into this new type of connection that you have with them, and take it as a good time for you to heal. And you getting in slowly will keep your strong position. It will be believed and not taken for granted again. This does not mean to stay cold forever. This means to slowly get into it. And to always stay alert within this happiness that you will be experiencing with these people. It does seem like they have good intentions. And remember, maybe they even had good intentions in the beginning. So it's not about their intentions. Sometimes it is about one's shadow and what they are capable of doing. So with the Jupiter, there's a lot of good luck. There's a lot of expansion within the situation that you have in mind. It's going to go great. It's going to turn into a great gift. So let it take its course. You might be getting communication very soon from them. So yeah, the situation is definitely changing, and they do see you as a power to be reckoned with. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite point, and you've chosen the Winter card. We'll reveal what it has in a moment. But if you chose your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case only, your zodiac signs are Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading, guys. As I always say, if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about them. And do note that they are present in your reading because their energies will be matching the energy of the reading itself. And remember, in a general reading, not every single detail is going to resonate. So don't worry about it, okay? Let's now check out your oracle cards. This is the last oracle card deck, that we will be using. And first things first, let's reveal your main card. You have Kindred. So beautiful. May you enjoy heartfelt connections. Beautiful. Let's keep them right there and see what your situation is all about and what's going to happen with the situation you have in mind. So you have the last quarter waning fire moon with opposition. Okay, so last quarter means you're at the last phase with opposition of this difficult situation that you are going through. You are now at the very last phase. You obviously have gone through a lot, and you see the phases of the moon here. You're towards the very end, only maybe one step left or something of the sort. You have making space. They're making space for this beautiful mouse. So cute. You can see the mouse going upside down to match their energy. So sweet. All right. You also have the puppeteer, explanations, apologies. Oh, you should check pile number 1 out. If you feel drawn to it, of course. You have coward. Okay. And you have the reward. So nice. Okay. Let's now check out your tarot cards and ask, what will happen with the situation that you have in mind? I also feel that one again, so I'm going to take it, this one, as well as this one, finally, these two. Okay, so these are your tarot cards. Let's see what they're all about. Wow, right off the bat, you have the 10 of Cups with the rewards. This is awesome. You have the 7 of Cups. Wow, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with something you're not expecting. You would only expect it in your wildest dreams with this situation you are inquiring about. Like the results are out of your imagination or out of your expectations. It's only something you would have daydreamed about that could happen. That's a sort of result that we're seeing with this situation. So you have the Ace of Cups, something that you're gonna love, and I was gonna stumble and say presented, so maybe you are being presented with something that you are going to love. So let's see. You have the Queen of Cups. Whoa, something's going to be revealed that will make you, it's a wish fulfillment. That's probably what the 7 of Cups here is saying. It's something that you would have hoped or wished for in your wildest dreams, and something's going to be revealed that will make this wish come true for you. That's really nice. Pile number 2, I love this for you. Queen of Pentacles, wow, okay. Ace of Wands, another ace, co-joining with the Ace of Ace of Cups. And you have the 8 of Cups. How many cards left? 3 more cards. We'll keep them to the side and open them in due time. So what is going on in this awesome pile with the surprise here? Let me think about it. The cups here are definitely drawing my attention. I think you're going to be presented with something big. I don't usually see the Queen of Pentacles as presenting something, because the Queen of Pentacles builds her own world and enjoys the fruits of her own labor. But crazy enough, I don't see queens as presenting something, but crazy enough in your reading, I see someone of a big position in this situation presenting you something. And the reason it came up with queens, in my opinion, is because it's in your wildest dreams. Who would think that this person or this organization or this situation would present you with something? And that's the crazy part that we're seeing here. So something that usually doesn't present, or you think doesn't present, will be presenting you with something big. So what do I mean by that? You're probably thinking, what is this what is this talk about? Let me give you an example to translate this energy. Like, for example, let's say you have an interview the next day and you think what's going to give. It's how well informed you are about the field, how much you understand about the company and your role, how organized you are, and how good your portfolio or your CV is, and so on. So you go to the next day, you're really worried about all the other people who are equally qualified and maybe even better, and you have all of these things prepared, you have all of these things memorized, you have all of these different things you want to say and talk about that may impress and may give in your head. And suddenly in comes in someone with a lot of paper talking to someone else during your interview, and they drop a paper. You feel like they drop some of their papers. You feel so sorry for them. You've memorized how they were stacked on top of each other. You were so considerate because you knew how much this person was going to suffer trying to put the pieces together. You saw how it fell, so you helped collect it in the right order, and you helped that person, and now you're hired. So you thought all of these things were the things that were going to get you this job that you really love, and it turns out that the interviewer was mostly focused about the values of the people that come into the office, and that's what gives. To them, other skills are learnable, but values are hard to find. So you realize, or you find, that your good heart or your consideration, your good values are the thing that usually you thought wouldn't give, was the thing that was giving, that gave you this huge opportunity or this job that you wanted. That's one example. Another would be like a neighbor who by accident sees your artwork and it's your hobby. It's your passion, but it's your hobby. And it turns out that this specific neighbor is so in love with art and loves talent, has this huge like angel investment company and wants to invest in you. What I'm trying to say here is you are going to be getting something from a place or a person, with especially with kindred, with the word kindred, as your keyword, from someone or something that you thought wouldn't usually give. And you're going to be receiving something like not something significantly big outside of your wildest dreams. So to me, your cards are talking about going within this difficult situation. You will be offered something outside of your wildest dream. Only happens in movies, only happens if you like daydream. In reality, through someone or something that will value your values and have the capability of easily offering you something valuable to them and to you. And that's how you're coming out of this difficult situation. This could be in anything, your personal life, your love life, your work, home life, whatever it is. And so I do see the hands of fate with the puppeteer definitely interfering in the flow of things. So you will be surprised. You see the mouse going the other way around. You'll be surprised to see someone matching your energy with kindred and this card, finding you, because bats, you can't see them in the night. Finding you, matching your energy, going above and beyond for you. In a situation where you were rather afraid, you didn't know what was going to happen. And this offer or this thing you're getting into, although reaps a lot of rewards or is so awesome, you would usually be afraid or intimidated to do it yourself or to get into it yourself. And the way it was really eased up for you will allow you to enter this world and enjoy it, because you could only look at it from afar and go, wow, so lucky are the people there, or how would it feel to be part of this world. And the way it's going to be eased up to you will make it so accessible for you, and it will make it so easy for you to be part of this dream world. Example for this energy is, maybe you would be very intimidated to join a certain like society, like CEO society or business society or the successful artist society or something like that. It would be usually intimidating or something. And the way they have eased up to you or have come to you, how you feel the humbleness with this kindred society, or what you will discover as a kindred society, will make it so easy to be part of it. I think it will break your limiting belief in regard to what you were afraid of with this society. And you will be creating a lot of heartfelt connections. Yeah, you will find this society that you're somehow getting into, that fate has pushed you to be part, because this is a happy family card. Fate has pushed you to be part of this society. You'll see that they are so graceful to ease you into the society or something, or to this group or to this work space, whatever this is. And it's really gonna feel naturally so easy, so good. You will really enjoy what's to come. So there's if you're like thinking, is there a new beginning? You're nearly there, and there's definitely a new beginning that is going to be offered to you in such a way that will blow your mind. You would never think, oh, I can be offered things this way because of that, or from these types of people. Wow, that's the type of energy that I'm definitely seeing in your reading here. Some situation is finally being solved in your life in a way, and the way how fate will interfere, it will really blow your mind for sure. You will see with the Ace of Wands that there are some things within our hands, and there are definitely things that happen, crazy consequences or crazy situations that happen in life, and you can definitely see that it was fated out of pure luck, I would say. Yeah, great fortune or great luck. So that's definitely what's going on here. And with the Seven of Cups, I see that this situation that's opening up for you is going to allow you to dream big in general. You will have the capability or the capacity to do many other dreams and have many other dreams coming true easily. Maybe because that's the type of energy, maybe because your frequency has increased, or maybe it's just a time of your life where so many of your dreams are coming true for sure. Look at this combo there. Okay, so let's take a look at your 3 final cards here. Wow, you have the World card confirming that this is an end of a cycle and you're starting a new journey. That's a definite confirmation here in terms of what will happen with the situation you have in your mind. If this is a difficult situation, it's going to end. If this is a situation that you're going to be continuing in, at least its form is going to change. There's an end to one form and a great beginning to another. See? Like, what is that? The World card and the Fool card. Something is ending and it's allowing for something else to begin. And something is ending because something else is beginning. So at least the way you were experiencing it is ending and it's going to begin anew in a very pleasant way. And you have the 3 of Pentacles. And you see, there's something so cool. I feel like what you've envisioned, these big dreams that you one day have had, used to be huge dreams, are going to match up in your real world. So 3 of Pentacles also suggests that there is the idea in your pile that you will be collaborating with others. 3 of Pentacles. You also have kindred. You have the 2 queens. I really feel like you are going to be collaborating with people for sure. I can see you here leaving an old journey behind, leaving a difficult situation behind, and being part of kindred souls or a great team that you believe in, great group of people that match your thoughts, match the way you like to do things, match your vision. And you'll be somehow working or collaborating together. This person being on a higher plateau, which is of course part of the 3 of Pentacles, to me in your reading here shows me that maybe you thought that these people were a level up, some form of level up or a step up or something. And you can see the humbleness of them coming to you. So definitely a confirmation of what I felt right there. And you will find these people to be very loyal and will be there with you on your journey, on your new journey. And it's funny that you have the hand here, which I felt was hands of fate. And then in the Ace of Wands, of course, you have all the yods, the hands of God. So yeah, definitely the hands of fate are interfering in your situation. So if you're asking what will happen with the situation you have in mind, it's nearly ending because there is an interruption, or the hands of fate or the universe are interrupting this situation and is giving you a great opportunity from something or someone you are not expecting at all, usually doesn't give, or at least you thought doesn't give. And you are collaborating in this new chapter with kindred spirits. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see for you in terms of your situation and what's going to happen to it. I wish you the best of luck. May you always prosper, be happy, and achieve your dreams. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful rose quartz point, and you've picked the spring card, which we will turn around in a moment and see what the card is. All right, you've also picked your pile using your zodiac signs. For those of you who have picked your piles using your zodiac signs, then in that case only, your zodiac signs for this pile are Pisces, Leo, Gemini, and Virgo. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always say, please note that it is a general reading. Some details will pertain to you and some others may not. It will never mean that this is your pile or not. This is up to you to decide once you take a look at the energy in this pile. All right, so let's check out your cards. First card and your main card is Glow. Love this energy for you. You have May You Be Enchanted. Oh, I love that. Right, let's keep it right there. You also have protection. Love this again for you. And you have the tailor, attention to detail and pride. I'm getting all sorts of ideas with this card, but I will wait and see what the rest of your cards are. You have land steward. So nice. And look at the landscape here. Very interesting. Again, I'm getting a lot of ideas, but I'm gonna wait. You have the full moon, the full earth moon with achievement. Love, love, love your cards. Okay, so the only way to find out what's going on is by picking your tarot deck and getting more information and the full picture on what the situation is, what will happen, and what will happen within the situation. So what will happen with the situation, whoa, thanks, that you have in mind? What will happen with the situation, last two, that you have in mind? Last three. Okay, so these are your cards. Let's find out what they are. You have the Eight of Swords. Nine of Wands. Oh, that is a critical situation. For sure. Right. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And I love how the gesture here is the same. It gives me an idea. You have the Devil card. Right. Sometimes the cards are so clear. You have the Nine of Swords. The High Priestess. Page of Cups. And I heard as the High Priestess came in conjunction with the Eight of Swords, suddenly I heard the words, sometimes amidst the hardest situations that the magic does rise. I don't know why I heard that. Sometimes amidst the hardest situations that the magic arises or does rise. Really? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, of course. The King of Wands. I wonder, maybe it does rise because it's the time that helps you learn a certain lesson or achieve a specific thing. You have the Magician. Yeah, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Of course, of course. It is, of course. Yes. I mean, logically, I know this, of course. The thing I'm confused about, and that's why I keep asking, is because I'm thinking that when we're in high frequency, that's when the magic arises. So logically, I know that this happens. I'm just trying to figure out, because I haven't thought about this before. How come when we need to match our vibration, how come it is true that during a specific situation that a magic does rise? Let me think about that. Perhaps there's going to be a clue to your reading here. Maybe sometimes, I'm just trying to figure out the equation for all of us here. Maybe sometimes at the worst is when we sort of give up and let it go, right? Perhaps when it gets so bad is the time when we're like, there's nothing in my hands at this point. I'm done worrying about this. Maybe that's what we kind of go through. It's this point when we're like, I feel like it's out of my hands. I'm not going to worry about this anymore. it can go whatever, how it goes, perhaps. So aside from this tangent, my apologies, I just got so curious, and since I got so curious and trying to figure something out, I let it flow naturally, because maybe it's going to help us in the reading. So, what do I see here? I see you at a point where you really don't know what to do with the Eight of Swords. You feel like your hands are tied, and the problem is, with the Nine of Wands, it seems like you still have to give a strong front despite of what's going on behind the scenes or in your mind about the situation. But the thing is, you feel like you've used up everything. You've used up all your chances, or you've used up all your power tools, or you've used up all of the tricks up your sleeve or something. And now you're worried that people are going to discover, or the situation you're dealing with, whatever that is going to discover, hey, this pile number 3 lacks power and is not as powerful as we thought. That's what you may be worrying about here. I intuitively feel from this figure's face of how she looks, how her facial features look like, facial expressions, not features, look like, and how we're seeing something, a lot of tools have turned off. It's like, uh-oh, are they going to discover that I don't have this power after all? There's a lot of anticipation going on here. And it perhaps was the situation for a very long time, and you've been maybe trying to hide it to keep up the strong front with the Nine of Wands. And you are perhaps worried that something is going to be discovered. Not something that you've done wrong, but a situation that others could use, maybe in a bad way, because you do have the Devil card here. You may be dealing with someone or something that's dishonest or toxic, that you are afraid may be making use of the weak situation or the weak circumstance that you may be going through at the moment. And what I've channeled here with, sometimes at the worst, the magic does appear. And you do see the Magician here, showing that you will be, in fact, protected. You know, the thread and the scissors remind me of the 3 fates in Greek mythology. And to me, this is saying, with the scissors specifically, this is an end of a difficult fate. You're not going to have to go through what you're anxious and worried about. In fact, with achievement in conjunction to this card specifically, lets me know that you are going to be winning over this situation. And you will be not just winning over, you will be getting something out of the situation that you want. So fate is interfering here, and it's not going to go down the way you are worried about. Although you are at a point of great worry, thinking, with all the books being opened, that something is going to be discovered. What is going to be discovered may be true or may not be true, but you feel like something's going to be revealed that you don't want to be revealed. And your reading here is telling you, don't worry, you are absolutely protected. And although you know that you may feel, or at least you may feel like you are in a vulnerable situation, it's not going to go down the way you are worried about. Because you are afraid with the Devil card. It's an important part of your reading that I haven't put focus on. See, you feel like the volcanoes are about to erupt. Because you are afraid that someone or something may be making use of your situation if they shed light on it, if they realize your situation. Perhaps that's what you're most worried about. Look at there are 2 cats here, orange and black. And the cat that's with you is both orange and black. In fact, the tights on your card are orange and black. Taking us to this card, which is orange and black. Orange and black. I see that there is a glow up in this situation and that fate is interfering in this scary position that you feel that you are in. If you are worried that you are going to be discovered, like the situation, someone toxic or some bad situation is going to find out about you, make use of your situation, that's not going to happen. So how is it going to go down is the next question here. How is it going to go down? And I see here with the tarot cards and the runes, I get the strong feeling of listen to our message to you very well in this reading. Which makes me want to now take a moment to focus on this message so I can deliver it properly. Give me a moment. One orange cat is in the King of Wands. The other black cat is in the Magician. What is King of Wands and the Magician together? Oh. Do you see the cat hitting the runes? So that will be fate. Do realize that you're not on your own here. That everything in life, we think with the King of Wands that it's us that is creating something, doing something, but always remember that there is an equally strong force, and maybe much stronger, of magic being there, fate being there. Never forget that. Each one, the good and the bad, what we see as good, what we see as bad, everything, the yin and the yang, there's always some energy that is up to us, and there's always energy outside of us, and we should never forget about it. The fate. All tools needed must come together for something to activate, which I believe is what the Page of Cups is talking about here. Continue to do what is in your hand with utmost power. And while you're working on it, be as creative as you can be. Because to you, it may seem like you only have little to offer. But this little will be all the magic that's needed. Because sometimes it's not just the earthly things that are needed, it's the magic behind it. And if you put such strong intention behind what you are doing, although you may see it as small, it will be a bulb of energy that will change everything for you. So with the pen here, the brush pen, the brush, get your juices going, create something, but create it with power, because it doesn't matter exactly what it is that you're doing. Of course it does. Remember, these are two equal forces. Of course it does. But I want to say it's not just what you do, it's how you do it. And you're being guided to put so much intention and energy and strength into what you're doing, no matter how small it is. Because what matters is not just what you do, it's how you do it. And that's the strongest message I'm seeing here. Remember, there is magic. Remember, there is intention. All while realizing that you will be protected, that fate is aligned with you. You will be making that achievement, whatever it is. You will be out of this situation. You're not stuck. So continue to work with strength, with so much intention. Is the strongest message I'm seeing here in terms of your situation. Remember that fate is by your side, or things are happening for you, is what I'm seeing. It's not the end of the situation at all. It's not a time for you to give in to your temptation, especially with the devil card, illusions like I'm not going to make it, it's not going to happen for me. It's not the time to think like that. It's a time to shift your intention towards winning. You have 5 more cards. Let's check them out together, especially that we didn't take a look at the Land Steward yet. So let's see what else you're meant to hear about the situation and how and what's going to happen in this situation. You have the 4 of Swords, the Moon, from a new moon to a full moon, 10 of Pentacles. Wow, from a new moon to a full moon, your whole situation is going to shift drastically, going from tired and scared and waiting to it expanding to not just something that you wish for, but something beyond with the 10 of Pentacles, something beyond your imagination. So it's shifting to your favor, and that's why you have glow. May you be enchanted. That's what's going on here. So wait patiently as things shift. As you wait patiently, do things with great intention. Hermit, again, go introspect. This is a time where you want to remember your inner magic. Remember your inner magic. It's not just the outside, it's the inside. Manifest this. And you have the 4 of Pentacles. It is also a time where you are guided with the 4 of Pentacles to take great care of resources. You see with the temptation here and the devil holding the money here, we're sitting down on it. You want to be, this is a time where you want to be very careful with your resources for some reason. Like, be very mindful of how you use your resources. Yes. I remember in your 9 of Wands, it's like you've used up everything and maybe your resources are running low or the options or something. And so for now, as you manifest, you have something valuable, use it wisely, very wisely. And perhaps even, you see the cat is trying to look outside, giving me the impression of you don't want people to know what you have for now. So don't announce it. Be careful with what you're showing now. Don't show too much. Also, another way of seeing this, be careful with your resources. It's a time to use it very wisely and to take good care of it. I'm really surprised. I thought this was going to link to the Land Steward, but it's not. It remains to be the card I'm not really sure about in your reading. Like, if we think about it literally, maybe what you... Oh, maybe some of you are so lucky you own a small land, take care of it or something. But that's too specific. I think the best thing to do is pick up your guidebook in that case. And see, your wish is going to come true. Do you see that? Your wish is going to come true and you are going to be protected. Don't worry. about the situation. There's a huge glow up, and like I told you, fate is part of it. But let's see what this land steward is saying. Maybe we'll get a clue about something I'm not seeing. Lost dreamer. What? Hold on, my apologies. Oh, it's not in alphabetical order. Okay, so land steward. The land steward appreciates the connection between man and nature. His care for the earth is both spiritual and practical path. Oh my God, guys, do you see that? Oh my God. Remember when I told you that it's both practical and spiritual in nature? My goodness. He connects to the world through his felt sense of the seasons and the rhythm of nature. Okay, so I believe this card is definitely confirming what we saw here for sure, as a surprise ending note of what to confirm the message that you're meant to hear carefully. Remember when I told you this is what you need to hear carefully? That is your strongest message about what will happen and what you have in mind. It's going to turn out to be a great achievement, but you're co-creating this. So listen wisely. Co-creation. There's co-creation for sure. The yin and the yang. There's co-creation. To remember that there are two aspects. Part of it is in your hand, and what's in your hand is for you to put strong intention and strong work. And remember, there is fate that is carrying you, carrying your situation and protecting you. And fate in this next phase is going to play a major part in the situation you are maybe worried about, as I see here with the 9 of Swords, that you feel stuck in. And it's going to turn out to be a very favorable one. There's a glow up happening. There's an end of a difficult situation, and there's great achievement. Over one new moon to the next, you are going to be very prosperous. You might be thinking, which moon? Well, we are using the moon deck. Let me check what this card says in terms of timing. It's the Earth moon. Let me check when the Earth full moon is. Okay, guys, so I've been checking the next full moon in Earth, Virgo, Earth, is on February the 24th. Take timing with a grain of salt, but perhaps something major in the situation is going to happen by February of 2024. Again, it's a timeless reading. February 2024 is nearly around 2 months from now. So, yeah, looks like there is over one new moon to the full moon. Your whole situation is going to change, not just to what you're wishing for, even more, because the 10s are an excess of an energy, and you have the 10 of Pentacles here. Always remember, just work hard now to do what is in your hands, and do it with great intention, because you might feel you have something small, but really it's not about the size of the earth or what you have in the earthly realm, in the Malkuth. It is the intention that you put in it. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. Wishing you the best of luck from my heart. Stick in there. It's not the end of the situation. There's just a little bit more juice of putting great intention in what you're doing. All the best of luck with that. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.